as a kind of final words, would I recommend this? Is it worth it? I would say, hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula, and on this channel we discuss designer fashion, luxury stuff, but in a more practical and sensible way. The topic of today is dun dun dun, the Louis Vuitton key pouch, key holder. Someone says key clay, although clay is French for key, so key, but the infamous, ever popular key pouches that seems to be like on top of everyone's lips. Doesn't matter if you are a long-time luxury collector or just a beginner, it seems like everyone is just kind of on about these. And I just felt like, let's have a review on the key pouches, and also I will share 8 ways how to use the key pouches. So let's begin. Before we get started, it would mean the world to me if you would hit the thumb button, subscribe to my channel, basically come back here. I post new videos on Mondays and Thursdays, and it would be great to see you back. Alrighty, so as you can maybe tell, I have 2. So I have the regular monogram one, as well as the Damier Azur one. To be honest, I'm not one of those people who feel that if I love something, I will need multiples of. She says holding the exact item in 2 different colors in her hands. But with this, I will just kind of start with a short story time. So maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I got my hands on the Damier Ebene one. And that was basically a story of me walking into my local Louis Vuitton boutique, asking if they have the key pouch. They had it, but they had it only in the Damier Ebene one. And I was like, well, everyone's talking so much about these, I will take the Ebene one. Later realizing I'm not Damier Ebene girl. I do, like, for me, the Damier Azur is my favorite print, but the monogram is classic. But anyway, so after the Damier Ebene print, I used it for maybe like less than a year, sold it because I just, it's not my print. And started looking out for the monogram one because I was kind of stuck on the idea that I want all of my Louis Vuitton SLGs to be in monogram, since that has been kind of lifted. But at that time I had that, and I looked for this for over a year. Like, it was really difficult to locate this. I tried to look online as well as in the boutiques here in where I live, and also when I traveled. It was always sold out because obviously everybody wanted this. And maybe 1.5 years ago, we were in Munich with my husband, and then I did look online whether the local boutiques would have this, and they had one. So we rushed first thing in the morning to the local Louis Vuitton store, and I got myself the monogram one. So here is the key, where you attach the key basically, and inside it is brown, and in here it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. And if you ever wonder where the date code is on these, it is stamped on this. I'm not sure if this is leather, but basically the inner side of this. So I've had this one for 1.5 years. If you look at the condition, it basically shows no wear at all. And I have used this basically from the day on I got it. I started using it, and spoiler alert, I use this for keys, the actual purpose that it has. So maybe to kind of backtrack a bit, the reason why these key pouches have ever been created is so that your keys would not scratch the inside of your handbags, which I think is quite clever, since if you pay that much money of a very nice handbag, you might want to protect it. Not necessarily with a Louis Vuitton key pouch, but somehow not having your keys scratch the inside of the bag. But basically I use it for that exact purpose. And until last, I would say May or June, so basically May or June 2020, I had an obsession towards Damier Azur. I've always had, that's my favorite canvas. And because I used this basically every day since I bought it, and I was like, it's summertime, it would be so great to have the Damier Azur one because it would be lighter and all of that. So then started my hunt for the Damier Azur one, which was a lot easier to track online. So I found it online, based an order, received it, and now I have to. And basically, it's not necessary. I would not need to. Sometimes I do feel, did I really kind of invest my money wisely back then? Now that Louis Vuitton made the price increase, yes, I think I did. But at that time, I don't know. But when I got this, I used it basically from that day onwards until maybe September, October 2020, when I just switched back to this one. So this is kind of my summer key holder. Yep, sensible, no. But it kind of makes me happy, and it's really, really adorable and easy to use. But I don't personally think that this is the best SLG from Louis Vuitton. If you want to know what I think is the best one, I've made a video, so I will leave links somewhere over here. But this is definitely a very handy piece. And so yeah, if we're gonna look at the lighter one, so this one I have had now for what, 7-8 months or so. And I used it for 4 to 5 months kind of non-stop, and now it has been resting. But I don't know, I've had my Damier Azur Neverfull for soon 5 years, and I don't personally think this is such magnet for color transfer and dirt as other people tend to be scared. So I mean, for me, this is just, it's like new. There is nothing wrong with it. And before we get into the different ways of how you can use these things, I will just show you how to open this, because that seems to be somewhat of a question mark on how to actually get your keys into this. So it comes with this hook that is attached inside. So the idea is that you have your keys, and then you can put it in there and zip it up, put it in your bag. When you need your key, open it up, and then just get the hook and key out and use it. Very, very easy. It also has like LV engraved on the hook. But basically, the idea is to pull this backwards and then open. And that's how you can kind of slip in a key. So let's start with the first functionality. I have my house key in here, so I put it in there and then pull this back once again and then release. So it is attached. I feel lucky enough that I can manage by with one key. So this key goes to our apartment building's downstore door, and then we have 2 locks on our door, so it kind of works on both of them. So I don't need to carry with me that many keys actually. So this keeps itself very flat in my bags, but I just put my key in there, zip it up, and this is how I use it. So I have only one key. It will not scratch my bags. It's in here, safe and secure. But majority of people actually do have more keys than what I have. So I have some examples over here. So personally, we do not have a car, so I don't have a car key, but I've seen quite many people be able to fit in a kind of key fob in here. This is imitating a kind of tiny key fobs, just for you to get the image. So it's in there, you close it up, and it's nicely put in there. Also, I'll just take this out. I have my work key with my lovely Ladurée key holder with the macaroons and Eiffel Tower. So this is a bit kind of more bulky. I could put that in there, and there are some zip it up, and it's inside. So this is the first purpose, to use it for keys. For the rest of the purposes, I will use this one since I have my key in that one and this is lighter. So the second way of using it would be as a card wallet, or a mini wallet for that matter. I'm a really bad YouTuber. I don't have any cash at our home, but obviously folding cash into this will work, but I will just show you with cards. So as an example, I have 14 cards in here, and 14 is a bit stretching it. So it closes. It was not easy to fit them in there, and it most likely is not going to be easy to kind of grab your card from here. What I would recommend is having 10, maximum 10, and putting them in there so it fits more comfortably. And obviously you could now fit more, let's say, bills or something in here, but this is the second way of using it. Third way, if you want to kind of use it as a small catch-all for some nitty-gritty stuff in your bag. So I have tweezers in here, no problem. At one point I had lash extensions, so I needed to bring with me this kind of brush to manage them. I have some wet wipes of some sort, so this would be how they fit in there. Let's put in a lip balm and see if that will fit. So it does, but it's a bit bulky, so maybe I would take the lip balm out, and then it's a lot kind of nicer. So you can have it as a kind of catch-all for these kind of hygiene products that you might need on daily basis. Then if you want to use this with lipsticks, so here I have a Charlotte Tilbury one. Let's put in one. Here is the Hermes one. There's now 2 lipsticks, and it closes. It's a bit bulky, but if you would want to have it as a kind of lipstick case in your bag, it fits 2 lipsticks, at least these size of lipsticks. The fifth way would be having your AirPods. So they are in here. They do fit, but honestly speaking, I find it a bit strange to store your AirPods in this, because your AirPods already have a hard case, which kind of make them very compact. And then putting them in here, your AirPod holder case, whatever, it will be quite big. So at least for me, I love my AirPods because they are such a compact piece. But for those who are wondering, AirPods do fit into the LV Key Pouch. Sixth purpose would be for your hair thingies. So I have a silk scrunchie, which is a bit big. So obviously you can smoosh it in there. It will fit fine. I do have a kind of small but hard hair thing. I'm not sure what that's called. Another hair tie, and then some bobby pins. And they do fit. So you could also use this as kind of a catch-all for hair stuff in your bag if you kind of wanted to. The seventh way would be to have it for your tech. So here is a USB stick. Let's put that in there. If you would actually have some other type of earphones than the basic AirPods, that would fit there as well, and they are in there. So you could have this as kind of a tech pouch. Also, if you would have like a cord with you that you would want to keep secure here, put it in there and it fits. There is actually plenty of room, so maybe USB drive would also fit into your tech pouch. So That's the number 7. Number 8 is actually something I don't really do, but you could have it as a bag charm, basically. This is not really, I'm not into bag charms, but I know some people are, so definitely something that you can kind of hang on your bag if you if you're not too scared that someone might grab it. But the hook is pretty strong, so that's kind of one way. And obviously in this case you could then store whatever you would need very, very quickly to kind of grab it. All right, the final part of my video is that I will compare this to other small leather goods that are kind of, I don't know, popular or known, so that you can kind of get the idea of how it compares to the size. So here I have a Louis Vuitton round coin purse, and let's put it like this. So obviously the round coin purse is a lot taller, but the key pouch is longer, and the round coin purse will not store any kind of credit cards, so this would kind of not fit that bill. Comparison to the Rosalie coin purse, so obviously coin purse is taller, it's also thicker, and but the key pouch is longer in size. So kind of, if you are interested how that goes, I have a card holder in here, so just so that you get an idea how this key pouch compares to a regular sized card holder. The key pouch is longer than the card holder, but otherwise they are like pretty similar height. And obviously from the width perspective, the key pouch kind of extends to the sides more than the card holder. But that's kind of a vision if you would be curious on how these differ. I also bought my mini pochette here, just so that you can kind of get an idea what it looks like inside if you would want to use the mini pochette as a catch-all. It fits very well. And if you want to kind of, for comparison, obviously 2 of them do fit. So it goes very comfortably into the mini pochette, and this is kind of the size comparison, so it should go right in there. And just out of curiosity, I wanted to collect some items that do not fit into this, that I was at least curious to know. So I have a small hand sanitizer. Obviously you might have smaller ones, but it kind of fits in there if you push it, but obviously not. This is 50 ml, so you have smaller one, it might fit, but this one does not. I just want to carry this Chanel hand cream everywhere, but just so that you know, this is also 50 ml. Probably guessed it by now, will not fit in there. And the final, what's not gonna fit, I have a Chanel powder. So this is kind of what it looks like. So it fits in, but it's too tall to say. So that's just if you would be curious to know if it would fit a compact. At least with that one, it doesn't. So that was it. As a kind of final words, would I recommend this? Is it worth it? I would say yes, but this is now reaching a price point where I'm a bit apprehensive of whether or not this is worth it anymore. So when I purchased both of these, they were less than 150 euros, and that was already kind of pushing the limits on having a small pouch, especially when I bought this one, since I already had one. But now they are rather expensive. So I would say that if you actually would use this every single day, then the current price point is worth it. These do wear extremely well. At least I haven't had any type of issue. And considering that I've used this for one and a half years daily in my bags, there's not even like scratches on the zipper. This is just like, we all know Louis Vuitton zippers, they are the bomb. there is like, it's like in new condition. There is no dirt, although I've only used this for keys, so I don't really think that there should be any dirt either. But basically, they are reaching the point where I'm not sure if they are worth the money, unless you actually would use them. So if they are there just so that you could have them, because everyone says that they are the best thing ever, but they would still be in your drawer, it's not worth it. If you would actually use it, maybe as a key holder or then some other way, what fits your life, then I would say yes, for now. Not sure what happens if the prices for these still kind of keep going up. But I would say that if you're able to kind of grab this now, it might become a bit of an investment item, because if I would try to sell this now, I would already get more than what I paid for. So something to think about, but definitely very versatile and I would say handy. And this also fits into your pocket. So if you need to just kind of grab your keys and maybe one credit card or ID or something and go, it's really handy for that as well, because it's very flat. All right, that was it. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.